Hola, me llamo Joseph.
Hola, me llamo Nico y voy a pasar este verano en mi ciudad, en Bogotá, Colombia.
Y yo, I'm spending this summer in Lexington, Kentucky. But don't worry, we have some amazing adventures up our sleeves, even when we're thousands of miles away.
Absolutely. This year we're going to imagine and create amazing things with our communities all around the world, and we're going to do that en casa.
Exactly. And Nico, just one more thing.
Y solo una cosa más.
¡Buenos días!
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, gracias.
Muy bien, gracias.
¿Y usted?
¿Y usted?
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, gracias.
Muy bien, gracias.
¿Y usted?
¿Y usted?
Make sure you have enough space to move around.
Asegúrate de que tengas espacio para moverte.
Sing and dance with us.
Canta y baila con nosotros.
Get ready to imagine amazing things.
Prepárate para imaginar cosas increíbles.
And don't forget your family. Always let them join in on the fun.
Y no olvides a tu familia, todos son bienvenidos. ¿Estás listo?
Sí, estoy listo.
Bienvenidos a Adventures en Casa. ¡Joseph!
Nico!
¡Y todos en casa!
It's our last adventure for the summer.
Time flies so quickly.
I know. They say time flies when you're having fun. And we've had
that's
so
nice.
much fun with our adventures. Learning about scenery, character, writing, music, choreography, directing. Everything.
Claro que sí, tuvimos increíbles aventuras todo el verano aprendiendo acerca de la escenografía, los personajes, la escritura, la música, la coreografía y la dirección.
Looking back on it, that's a lot. How are we gonna have room for one more adventure?
Well, Joseph, even though it seems like we've done it all, there's one more element of theater that we've been doing all along.
What? No te creo. Really?
Really? Hoy vamos a hablar acerca de la colaboración. We're going to talk about collaboration.
Collaboration is when people work together to accomplish or create something.
La colaboración es el proceso en que dos o más personas trabajan juntas para alcanzar una meta.
Nico and I worked together to create all our adventures this summer. We had to collaborate in order to create and learn.
Claro que sí, a través de todas nuestras aventuras este verano, Joseph y yo estuvimos colaborando para poder crear y aprender, which is bring us to the most important subject of collaboration, which is respect and listening.
Por supuesto, in order to be a good collaborator, it is so important that we respect each other and actively listen to what other people have to say.
Muy bien dicho, para ser buenos colaboradores toca ser respetuosos con nuestros compañeros y escuchar atentamente a todo lo que tengan que decir. And this is even more important when the people you're working with have different backgrounds.
Yeah, for example, I'm from Lexington, Kentucky, where we speak English. But Nico is from Bogotá, Colombia, where they speak Spanish. And together we listen to each other in both languages and acknowledge our different cultures in order to have amazing adventures with you guys.
Por supuesto, al ser de culturas y países diferentes y también al hablar idiomas diferentes, Joseph y yo nos respetamos y escuchamos lo que cada uno tiene que decir para así poder tener todas estas aventuras increíbles con ustedes.
Nico and I have our backgrounds, but the beautiful thing is, everyone has their own story. Get ready to share everyone's story.
Vamos a compartir todos.
Everybody gather round. I have a story.
Todos vengan a escuchar, tengo una historia.
La 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 la. I have a story. La 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 la. Tengo una historia.
As we talk about the different parts of your story, sing and dance along.
There's a place that I call home. I have a story.
Hay un lugar que es mi hogar, tengo una historia.
La 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 la. I have a story. La 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 la. Tengo una historia.
At home, I like to play basketball.
Oh, at home, I like to paint. Act out what you like to do at home.
Go for a three-pointer. Here we go.
Las tortugas.
Got my family and my friends. I have a story.
Con mis amigos y familia, tengo una historia.
La 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 la. I have a story. La 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 la. Tengo una historia.
What games do you play with your family and friends? We play chess.
Oh, well, my family and I always go on a bike ride. Act out what you do with your family and friends.
I've got goals, I've got dreams, I have a story.
Tengo sueños que cumplir, tengo una historia.
La 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 la. I have a story. La 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 la. Tengo una historia.
What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be an astronaut.
Well, I want to be a scuba diver. Act out what you want to be when you grow up.
We're walking on the moon!
Look at everything I've done. I have a story.
He logrado muchas cosas, tengo una historia.
La 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 la. I have a story. La 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 la. Tengo una historia. La 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 la. I have a story. La 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 la. Tengo una historia.
Dance it out!
¡Baila con nosotros! Joseph, it's time to collaborate one more time this summer. It's time for the story of Adventures in Casa.
Yes! The story of Nico and Joseph. That's perfect! Well, step one in collaborating is listen. So, Nico, what are your ideas for the story?
Oh, okay, so I thought we could start by sharing a little bit more about ourselves so everyone at home can, learn more about us. Podemos comenzar contando un poco de nosotros para que puedan aprender un poco más de quiénes somos. Y así, Nico y Joseph are the main characters. Pero, what other ideas do you have?
Oh, well, I was thinking that maybe that we could share our favorite Adventures in Casa memories with some dialogue.
Ooh, I really like that idea. Muy buena idea, Joseph. Y todos en casa, we also want to collaborate with you. So we may need some help along the way as we tell the story. Así que, bienvenidos a La Historia de Adventures en Casa. Había una vez dos niños chiquitos llamados Joseph y Nico.
Once upon a time, Joseph and Nico were tiny little children. Joseph grew up in Lexington, Kentucky. He loved to doodle all the time and was always making up new songs.
I'm going to draw a dinosaur tonight. It has wings. Look at it fly.
Y Nico grew up in Bogotá, Colombia. He loved to dance and act in plays. Baila como Nico.
Nico and Joseph met each other in a performance they did together. Todos en casa, aplaudan. Give the performance a standing ovation.
What if we told our stories together?
And we could learn all about the elements of theater.
Oh, yes! Y así fue como Adventures en Casa was born. Canta Buenos Días.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, gracias.
Muy bien, gracias.
¿Y usted?
¿Y usted?
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, gracias.
Muy bien, gracias.
¿Y usted?
¿Y usted?
Ready? Let's go! Salta, salta, escenografía.
Hacer algo nunca antes visto. They performed their entire concert upside down. Play your guitar or drum set upside down.
Toca tu guitarra tambor al revés.
Even though Nico lives in Colombia,
Y Joseph vive en Kentucky.
we can still create amazing things together.
And we'll keep on having more adventures en casa.
En fin.
Wow! When I think about all the things that we have been able to do this summer, I can help but sing out.
Nico, you're amazing! And me too, yo también! There are so many ways that you can collaborate with your friends all year long. Find a friend who lives nearby and come up with your own story.
Oh, be a pen pal to a family member or friends that live far away.
Put on your own play.
Act out the things that you love the most.
When you work together to tell your stories, you'll learn more about yourself and each other.
And when you listen to each other's stories, you learn to love the people in your community and in communities around the world.
Summer may be over soon, but Nico, I know we'll keep creating together. I can feel it right here.
Yo también, Joseph. Muchísimas, muchísimas gracias a todos. You've made adventuring this summer so fun! Adios.
Hasta pronto. See you real soon.